Hey guys, what's up? Angren with a build guide update for my Lightning Spear Deadeye build, and today I want to show you the option to play with Trinity. So Trinity is really nice. It got a major buff in the last patch. If you're gonna get all three of the elements going, not just one, and you're gonna get now the elements faster, the resonance, and also you're gonna get more damage when you got all three elements. So why is Trinity so good? Well, I think we're gonna basically get like a 90 to 100% more damage multiplier, and on top of that we can infect all of the ailments to get a huge damage multiplier. But it is really important you need the same amount of fire, cold and lightning damage, because if you're gonna have one elemental damage that is dominant, you will just only get the Trinity buff of your single element or maybe two elements. So you need to kind of balance out all of your three elements: fire, cold and lightning. And how can we achieve that? Well, there are multiple ways. First of all, you need the painter servant that will convert all of your elemental damage to cold, fire and lightning damage, and it is also important that you will get an equal elemental damage as extra cold, fire and lightning damage. So as you can see, I got 8% on all of them. They have not to be like 7, 8 and 9%, so they must be all on the same type of damage. In addition, you don't want to have any additional single type of extra damage. You don't want to have like increased lightning damage. This is a no-go for you. You just want to have generic elemental damage, generic more damage to just scale up all of your three elements, and then you are good to go. So you can achieve this, as I said, just get your painter servant and don't get any of your specific type of damage on your skill tree. And also it is really important to not get things like damages extra fire or damages extra cold, and you can also get something like adds fire damage to attacks and adds cold damage to attacks, because you have a kind of variance. And if you still have some troubles, for example, if you can get your fire bar going, then just get a ring with fire damage to attacks. So this will help you greatly to get two rings with some flat his damage, maybe fire and cold damage, and then you should be fine, because we're gonna do enough lightning damage with our lightning spear to get our lightning resonance going. So this is the newest addition that I made to the build, and it works so great with it, and we're gonna do a lot of damage. So what is our gem setup now? It is kind of the basic one. I got actually spear throw, because honestly I don't like to get into melee range with spear step, so I'm gonna play with our spear throw to get our charges for our Wind Serpent's Fury, to cast our Wind Serpent's Fury at the boss. And normally your spear throw would also consume your frenzy charges, but if you're gonna have inhibitor socketed into it, you can just spam your spear throw until you get enough frenzy charges, and then just spam your Wind Serpent's Fury and one shot all of the bosses. It is way more safe than just playing with your spear step and getting into melee range and getting the fear of stunned or maybe just killed from the melee hit. So for the games in spear throw, I got inhibitor, conduction, martial tempos. So then for Trinity, it is really simple. Get cold mastery, fire mastery and lightning mastery, because it is buff with every three elements. You're gonna get 3 levels from the support. It is really amazing. I think with level 22 you're gonna get even more elemental damage with attacks, so this is also important. Now for our main boss damage setup, the Wind Serpent's Fury, get this with Ambrosia, overextend, blindside and also concentrated effect. So you also want to have blind on your spear throw. We're gonna do more damage when the enemies are blinded. We're gonna blind the enemies with our Wind Dancer that will blind when the enemies attack us, and also we're gonna do more damage with Ambrosia, so make sure you're gonna have enough of your mana flask up. So we're gonna do more damage the more mana flask we're gonna consume. So overextend, we're gonna get more crit strike damage, but we're also gonna get dazed, also get close dance. It is also really important, so we're gonna regenerate our energy shield based on our evasion. Although we're gonna have no eternal youth, I still need to skill it. It is really important to get ghost dance, so we're gonna have a better energy shield generation, because we're gonna have a high amount of evasion rating. Then for Wind Dancer, get pin, maim and your blind support. It is really nice, so you're gonna get all of the debuffs on the enemies, and you will get more evasion rating the more stages you're gonna have. Then for a Lightning Spear, it is our main multi-target in our map clearing setup. Get Vault, then Perpetual Charge, so you're gonna have a chance to not consume the charge and do more damage. Long shots, you're gonna do more damage at long range because we always want to throw our Lightning Spear out of range. And also Fork, thanks to Fork, we're gonna do even more damage because they will fly to even more monsters. Then our custom grid setup is really simple with Sniper's Mark, Insanity and Impetus. That means that we always gonna apply our Sniper's Mark, and so we're also gonna get our frenzy charges. Pretty simple. Then also get Herald of Thunder with Electrocute and Neural Overload. You're gonna blow up your enemies that are shocked. And also the Rhoa mount with Loyalty, Meat Shield, Minion Mastery and Cannibalism. It is important if you're gonna get close enough to your stun, but just roll off your Rhoa companion so it will go down, or if you're gonna get stunned from the Rhoa mount, just relocks. You're gonna have more questions regarding the scams, just ask them in the comments down below, and you can also check out my char planner for it. Forky, it is really important with, so we're gonna have the Tangle Tongue, and right now I have around 48% melee and critical strike chance, but the effective one is like 73%. And it's also important to get an armor with high evasion rating and also high energy shield. Why with high evasion rating? Because thanks to our skill tree and the spectral reward, we're gonna get 1 to maximum energy shield per 12 evasion rating on our equipped body armor. So try to get a really high evasion armor will give us more energy shield. I will also come to how you can acquire more energy shield in the skill tree part. And then also, as I said, take energy shield on the other things and also get your rest together through your helmet, your chest, your boots, then also your kind of rings. You can get this with an implicit and also on your belt. And also for your rings, get yourself flat damage, some rest, and you should be fine. You don't need an answered ring. I just tested something out. For Unix, the Painter Servant, and for Amulet, take the Beacon of Access. The nice part is that our critical hits ignore now the enemy's monster healers, and that means that our crits will do even more damage. And then also for the belt, get some strength on it so you can get your strength requirements going. And it is really important for your scepter. Get an Omen Scepter with melee strength, so you're gonna get even more crit chance against the enemies, and also get increased spirit, at least 57%. Also now for the skill tree, I will explain you some cornerstones of the tree. For your ascendancies, take Gathering Winds as your first ascendancy, then Avidity, then Thrilling Chase, and after that Wind Ward. And also because of Thrilling Chase, we're gonna consume twice as many frenzy charges, so you also wanna stack your frenzy charges, so you're gonna get Savagery, Fever, and also Frenetic. You're gonna have in total 4 more frenzy charges. So for your skill tree, get things like your precise point and your javelin, so your spear mastery, and also get some dex if you need dex. If you don't need dex, you can spec out of the enhanced reflexes and also get something like escape velocity. If you need more crit multi, get Cooked, Struck Through, and also Throat Seeker. You can also get up here to Deadly Force into True Sight, because you need to get to Spectral Ward either way, and also get Subterfuge Mask, so you're gonna get more evasion rating the more maximum energy shield your equipped helmet has. And it's also important to get to this wheel to get more maximum energy shields. You go to this route, so you do more damage and then spec into the increased evasion rating and increased maximum energy shield. This will give you huge amounts of energy shield. You can even get more energy shield and evasion rating on this little cluster here. So yeah, lots of room for more energy shield. I hope I could show a cool little update. I will start now my Stormwave char with my Amazon. It will be really great. I will also do some updates on it. If you have some further questions, please ask them in the comments down below, and also leave a like and a sub with my channel tremendously. And until next video, bye.